Okay, let's have a look at question 2. So question 2 is data handling again. So it says a farm store sells milk in 5-liter containers to a local community. The price varies according to the availability of milk at the farm store, the price of milk in rands per 5-liter container, and the number of 5-liter containers of milk sold are recorded below. Okay, so they've given you there that your X variables is the price of milk, and your Y variable is the number of 5 liters sold. Okay, so 2.1 says on the grid provided in the answer book, draw the scatter plots to represent the data. Okay, so I've already done that over here. Okay, I don't think you guys need to watch me plot points, and I'm sure all of you know how to plot points. Just a key note, with the scatter plot diagram, you do not join your dots. Okay, scatter plot means it's just plots. Okay, now there's just 2 errors that I made over there, so just be careful when plotting it. Remember, X is at the top, Y is at the bottom. Okay, now 2.2 says determine the equation of the least square regression line of the data. Okay, so that's got to do with calculator work. So I want to focus on the calculator work. So in order to do this, we're going to go setup, then we're going to go to stat. Now remember, we're looking for the equation of a line. So let's do it here. 2.2. Now the least square regression line is y equals to a plus bx. So we need to find this b and we need to find a. Remember, a is your y-intercept, b is your gradient. Now looking at the graph, we can see b needs to be a negative value, and then a is going to be actually quite a high value on the y-intercept. Okay, so getting back to the calculator work here, we go setup, then we're going to go stat, so 3, then we're going to choose option 2 because it represents a straight line. Okay, now all you're going to do is put in all your data points. Okay, so your X values on the left, 26, 32, okay, now that you have all your data points stored in, all you're going to do is push AC, so clear, don't push on or anything else. Okay, now in order to access this information, we're going to go shift, and if you look at 1, it says stat. Okay, now normally you'd use var to get the variables like your mean, median, and mode, but we're looking for the line of least square regression, so we're going to be using number 5. Okay, so if I click 5, we can see immediately that I have options A, B, I have the correlation, and you don't have to worry about the X bar and the Y bar. Okay, so looking for the equation over here, if I push 1 and then equals, I get an answer for A of 90.478. Okay, and you can round that off to 2 decimal places, so 90.48. Okay, now if I do the same for B, shift 1, go number 5, 2, looking for B, we get B is equal to negative 1.7739. I'm going to round it off to 2 decimal places, so negative 1.77. Okay, so therefore we have the equation of our straight line. So we have y equals to 90.48 minus 1.77x. Okay, you can write it the other way around if you're more comfortable with that. Now, looking at 2.3, it says if the farmer sells a 5-liter container of milk for 38 Rand, predict the number of 5-liter containers of milk that will be sold. Okay, so now we have the line of least square regression. Okay, so if you actually had to plot it, the line would run through your graph over here. Okay, don't know where it's going to cut up here, but your line would run through your points over here. So all we would do is we'd take 38, we'd follow it up to the line and take it across. We could do it that way, or we can just use the formula. So by using the formula here, now the price is represented by X. Okay, so X is price. So 2.3 for the calculation, we're looking for Y, 90.48 minus 1.77, and the price they're looking at is 38 Rand. So if you plug that into your calculator, you're going to get a value of 23.22 units. Okay, you can round off to 2 decimal places or just to a whole number if you want. Okay, then 2.4 says refer to the correlation between the price of 5-liter container milks and the quantity sold, okay, and compare the accuracy of your answer in 2.3. Okay, so now we need the correlation. Okay, so again we're going to use our calculator, shift 1 for stat, we're going to go to 5, we're looking for R, which represents the correlation, so if I push 3 and equal, okay, note that R, so for 2.4, R is equal to negative 0.94. Okay, so it is very close to 1 in this case, or negative 1, okay, which makes sense because our graph is negative. Okay, so we want a correlation very close to 1. Why? Because then it means X is proportional to Y, meaning it's a 1-to-1 relationship. So you can see it's very close to that 1-to-1 relationship. Therefore, you can conclude that your answer in 2.3 will be very accurate. Why? Because the relationship between X and Y is almost 1-to-1. Okay, and that's how we go about doing this question. Okay, if you guys are finding these videos helpful, then please leave a thumbs up on the video. It does help me out a lot. If you are enjoying the content, then please consider subscribing to the channel down below. Put the notification bell on so you are notified every time I release a new video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section down below and I'll get back to them as soon as I can. And remember, it's never too late to have an OIC moment.